Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Express Yourself, the art of mastering communication.
Where you learn to master
the art of communication.
I love it. We're trying to master
the art of communication
every day.
So today we're going to talk about impromptu communication.
Yes.
What is impromptu communication?
What even is it? I mean, impromptu conversations are something that happen every single day, multiple times a day. Maybe you don't even realize it.
They're the most natural form of communication.
Yes.
They happen any time that you are not prepared for a presentation, or if you're not prepared for a speech.
Yeah.
It's impromptu.
Right. So if you're not preparing beforehand, it's impromptu. Like, this is not impromptu.
Some of it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to have conversation here. We're just us. Hello.
So,
yes. So,
why is it important?
Yes. So, it's important because it definitely boosts your creativity. It's
critical thinking
right.
skills.
You can have some very good critical thinking skills.
And it improves your communication
Yes, improving communication and improving your ability to adapt to all different kinds of topics and situations. So it also improves your credibility and your influence on other people and your public speaking skills.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The more you're able to speak on the spot without getting flustered or stumbling over your words, the better credibility you have as an influencer when you're speaking publicly to people.
And the only way to get better is to practice.
Which gets us into how do you practice
impromptu conversation? Speaking with your friends and family and coworkers, whether it's a topic that's movies, music, or a book you're reading, but also just like throwing out random questions and providing short responses in return. It's important to keep in mind that when you are speaking, even though it's impromptu and it's something that you haven't prepared for, you still want to keep in mind your eye contact, your body language, being able to address the person and their needs in the moment, like Bree said, is really important, and your ability to adapt and show that you can be different in different situations.
Right, exactly. So that is very important on how to practice, right? Because this, like we said, it's not a natural thing. So it is something that you have to practicing, right? Especially if you want to be better at communicating with people and meeting new people. It's good to engage. It makes you feel good because people want to hear what you have to say, and you hear what other people have to say, and then you make new friends and
you learn something,
right?
And you might even have fun,
right? New experiences. It can open up a whole wide
different world for sure. Communication can open. That's why it's important to be able to master the ability to express yourself in a way that's efficient, clear, and pleasant. You want to be able to have pleasant conversations.
Right. You want to show some enthusiasm.
Absolutely, especially the short ones.
Yeah. So, talking about how we can improve our impromptu conversations. So, what do you think?
Well, you're able to ask for feedback. That's always good.
Yes.
Again, from
right, because that is what you should be doing. Like when you're practicing, you should be asking for that feedback. Right. So, hey, how was I? How was my presentation? How was my delivery? My tone.
Recording yourself is also a good one, so you'd be able to play back, because tone of voice is really important. And if you go back to our first podcast, one of the first things we mentioned was your ability to change your tone and be able to, again, going back to the content of the topic of what you're discussing, to be able to be and filler words. You want to avoid filler words, but, and.
Yes.
And they're quite challenging to do, but I'm being more mindful of it, and it happens just like, in any conversation.
Take a step back and really think, what do I want to say? What is the content of my delivery? What do I want to say? The structure
right.
of your conversations. Like, how do I want to say this, right? If you are so excited, you just bought a new puppy, you just adopted a puppy, and you wanted to tell someone on the street, right? You want your tone to represent how you're feeling, right? Your tone and your delivery, right? If you're enthusiastic about your puppy, you should show that using your body language and using your tone of voice, and making sure that the content of what you're talking about is relevant, right?
Improvisationers use a technique called yes and to keep continuing the conversation, so that not only to be able to have a moment to think about the response, but also be able to get more information to form a conversation.
You just want to make sure that you are responding at an appropriate pace, right? And you're practicing yes, and you want to think on the spot. You want to be able to adapt to your situations, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure, like we said, also your tone and your pace and
body language,
your pitch and body language,
eye contact.
Yeah, right. You have to adapt all of those aspects of communication according to the situations that you're in.
I would like to leave you guys with some food for thought on the importance of practicing in all aspects when it comes to your conversation. A book may give you excellent suggestions on how to conduct yourself in water, but sooner or later you must get wet. Perhaps even strangle and be half scared to death. There are a great many wetless bathing suits worn at the seashore, but no one ever learns to swim in them. To plunge is the only way. So practice, practice, practice.
For sure.
But most importantly, have fun.
Right. Have fun. And just want to leave you guys also with some questions that, maybe you didn't think about before, but now being aware of what impromptu conversations are and how often you have it, we want you guys to think about your main point, right? Was it clear? Was it relevant, right, to your conversation? Was the structure of your conversation balanced, right? You're going to make sure like how you wanted to say it came out the way you wanted to say it. And how did you use your voice, your body language, your eye contact, right? Did you speak with confidence and enthusiasm? I adopted a cat. Last but not least, did you adjust your tone, your volume, and your pace?
And did you focus and pay attention?
According to your situation, right? Staying on topic.
Thank you guys for joining us. We always look forward to these times together.
Yes, we always have a fun time, right?
And let us know how these questions play out. If there's something that you guys want us to speak on or have any questions for us, let us know. DM us.
Yes, and join us usually every Thursday.
Thursdays, that's right.
At Express Yourself.
Bye.